Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy MF Crypto here, aka Quantstradamus, aka the Wife Changer, aka the Quant Father. Once again. And as always, I'm on a mission to help you build generational wealth. Welcome back to the channel, my fellow subscribers, and for those of you who may be tuning in for the very first time, welcome in as well. Do yourselves a major favor, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell for notifications because I provide the single greatest quant network updates on all of YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an explosive quant network video update for you today. The Gilbert Verdian aura continues to grow. Official Quant Network press release update to share with you today, and I'll be getting into that briefly. But first, we got to check in on the price action. We're currently trading at 74.17 per QNT, down about 2.11% on the weekly chart. There's a lot of market uncertainty right now. Biden officially dropping out of the U.S. presidential race. There's a lot of things that could turn bearish in the short to medium term. I know a lot of people out there that believe that a massive bull run is about to take place, but I simply don't see it on the cards. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't give you exactly what is going to happen, but I know that all the economic indicators are very bearish. We are about to see massive housing turmoil, as well as the stock market about to take a massive crash. Whether that's before the election or after, it is all but guaranteed. We are starting to see a sharp rise in physical assets such as gold and silver, and moving away from the US dollar. The US dollar continues to plummet and lose value week over week, month over month, and that is not going to change anytime soon. They will have to turn on the printers again, and the devaluation of the USD will continue to occur. We are seeing the beginning stages of the US dollar plummeting and losing its status as the world's reserve currency. Unfortunately, that is the reality of the world we are living in today because of the fiscal mismanagement and horrific policies that have led to massive inflation and is starting to make everyday life here in the United States and abroad much more difficult for the average citizen. Enough with the doom and gloom, ladies and gentlemen. You have an incredible opportunity to continue to DCA in dollar cost average into QNT at that aforementioned $74 price point. Never financial advice, but always do your own research, and believe me, my portfolio, if QNT does not win in the long run, my personal wallet and my personal portfolio will take a massive hit. As I've said many times before, if Quant Network does not succeed, cryptocurrency and blockchain innovation will not succeed. It is that integral to the future of the financial system of our planet. Let's hop right into the article today, ladies and gentlemen. This was released earlier today. Future of Finance's Digital Money event by Rachel Bao. Is a unified platform for multiple forms of digital money and assets a viable objective? Our founder and CEO, Gilbert Verdian, was invited to answer this question alongside other industry leaders at the Future of Finance's Digital Money event earlier this year. In a session moderated by Dominic Hobson, co-founder of Future of Finance, the other speakers were Marco Kessler, head of digital securities at SDX, Daniel Iden, advisor and solutions architect at the Bank of International Settlement, Lee McNabb, head of group payment strategy at NatWest, and Monica Somerville, head of capital markets technology at Celent. Guys, if you're not seeing it already, Gilbert and Quant Network are popping up everywhere. Major financial conferences and events across the globe, especially in Europe. You need to continue to pay attention to what Gilbert is doing, where him and his team are positioning themselves at, because they are making massive inroads in the financial sector. Gilbert first commented that given the regulatory environment institutions are operating in, we must understand what this means for firms. Building mission-critical systems on infrastructure that is not robust can present huge risk. Adopting DLT technology requires taking the same approach that current systems have. It must consider the necessary controls, SLAs, and legal implications to ensure risk can be managed if something were to go wrong. Somerville emphasized that we won't necessarily have one overarching platform that rules everything. Oh, Miss Somerville, I beg to differ, because that's exactly what Quant Network will be. She made comparisons to the adoption of the internet. The internet wasn't forced on people. Initially, we had dial-up internet before we transitioned to broadband. It was a gradual change. This is exactly how they're going to sell it to you, and I've said this many times on the channel before. They are going to deliver it to you like this is a huge upgrade to the internet. This is a huge upgrade to blockchain technology and the financial system of the planet. And yes, it absolutely will be. But what they will never tell you and what they're not going to show you is the unfortunate consequences that we will see with this new financial system. The ability to shut out political opposition and turn off their ability to receive donations or funds or transfer money to different accounts, because everything will be controlled and monitored under this new totalitarian system. But what we can do is position ourselves so that financially we reap the enormous benefits of this rise to absolute stardom and to the top of the financial sphere, which Gilbert Verdian and his team of executives have positioned themselves to be the front runner in this technological arms race to control the financial system of the future of our planet. Kessler agreed and was keen to explain why. Achieving a common platform isn't feasible. He said, why? Because there will always be different use cases and jurisdictions. In the US, we have 16 exchanges to trade stocks. Building on this, Iden believed that the main issue is tokenomics. He described the challenge of wanting to keep value to yourself and how commercial incentives are forcing people to build walled gardens which make it difficult to achieve unification. Iden added that unified doesn't equal universal. It acknowledges that only some things need to be unified. He then used an analogy of Web 2 versus Web 3. Extending into the Web 3 world means that Web 2 is loosely sharing information, but Web 3 adds the value layer. And this is where the challenge is, because connecting value is hard. The conversation then shifted towards whether the public sector should facilitate a fair environment, which we're seeing in some use cases already. Panelists collectively discussed the Project Agora unified ledger, which is bringing data to assets in a unified environment. They concluded that this is a strong use case to test whether the industry can bring interoperability to the front of mind across both public and private sectors. Coming back to the importance of use cases, McNabb, who gave a unique consumer side perspective, asked the panelists, where are the use cases that differentiate the experiences we have now? From a bank's point of view, a unified ledger requires step change and a clear understanding of risk versus the benefit it will bring to customers. Hobson expanded on this and encouraged panelists to share examples of their work in this space, to which McNabb responded. The private sector was invited to influence the UK retail CBDC, and this is an example of a project where collaboration was key. Gilbert pointed out that Quant built much of the technology for this in response to the Bank of England's question, what is different about a CBDC that our current payment system can't do? Today we have electronic finance, but a digital society that is built on legacy thinking and a push and pull payment system. By adding programmability to money, we were able to add complex logic through functionality like multi-party locks, triggers, and automation that could unlock new types of products and payment lending. Gilbert said, the RLN will take this a step further by adding additional functionality to central bank money. We're starting to see adoption of digital money, but it is vital that banks remember the business case. Hobson concluded the discussion by asking if we are heading towards a common platform and if this concept is evolving. In some cases, the groundwork is there. The International Monetary Fund is currently supporting the XC platform for payments that will provide a centralized ledger for cross-border payments, added Somerville. While public initiatives are giving space for pilot programs, commercial use cases are what really encourage adoption. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, Quant Network has solved the interoperability problem that is preventing blockchain from entering in and becoming that mainstream adopted technological railway that we know it will become. The addition of assets and unlocking of additional value that interoperability, seamless interoperability, will provide. Gilbert is a visionary. He has seen the writing on the wall. He knows interoperability is a critical component to bringing these CBDCs online, to bringing tokenization of assets online. We will see in the next 5 to 6 years Quant Network, positioned at the absolute forefront of the financial system of our planet. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind, and neither should you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another feature presentation by MF Crypto, aka Quantstradamus, aka the Wife Changer, aka the Quant Father, the number one source for all your quant network needs. I'll see you next episode. Cheers.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king of my jungle because of my mentality.
What happens when you're a gazelle and you're not being pushed, you're not being prodded, you're not given a reward, nobody's encouraging you? What happens when you're a gazelle and the lion's not chasing you anymore? You stop running. But what happens when you're a lion? When you're a lion, it does not make a difference. You realize that if your family is going to eat, that if that pack of lions is to survive, then you gotta go hunt. A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is the hunts. It's the hunt that they're excited about. They like to see the gazelles run. Then boom, they take off. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. And some of y'all just want to score. You don't like the process. You're not in love with the process. A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process. When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time, you go by the gazelle. When you are a true hunter, you hunt until you get a gazelle, and you don't stop until you get one. And then you get another, and then you get another, and you get another. If you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do, be what you say you're gonna be, you're gonna have to lion me out. You a gazelle, you're gonna come up short. You a gazelle, you're gonna have an average experience. You a student, I need you in lion mode. You an entrepreneur, I need you in lion mode. You try to lose weight, lion mode. You can't do nothing significant in gazelle mode, nothing. Nothing impressive happens in gazelle mode. Nothing happens in run mode, give up mode, quit mode, scared mode, fearful mode, nothing happens. Everything happens in lion mode like I'm coming to get you.